you? You
Good.
know what?
Yeah.
I was smiling when I look at my schedule because
Why?
actually it's
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
and then another student
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
and the same another student and and the same another student. So
you know, you know how, yeah, how severe competition between him and me,
right, because when I was
right?
looking at, I was
I tried,
smiling.
yeah, I tried to book your class, yeah, compete with him one by one,
Alright, so
just
come
in
on. And,
1 hour,
uh,
1 minute. It happens.
right. So I usually tell, okay, see you in 20 minutes. I will do
Yeah.
the same to you later. See you in 20 minutes, like that.
Yes, right.
Yes. Okay. Your son is studying with you.
Yes, right.
Is that your
Doing,
study room?
he's just
Hmm.
doing his homework. Yeah, beside me.
Ah. Homework?
Yeah.
Why does he have a homework?
Um, Actually, he go to the private academy, and then the private
Ah.
academy is closed at the moment, so they gave lots of homework for
Mm.
him.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, at least even though they are at home, they are still studying.
Yes, right. They have
Right.
to do that.
Academies in Korea don't usually offer like this
Yes, they
video
offer.
classes. Ah,
Yeah,
they offer.
yeah.
I see. Same price?
No, much
Cheaper?
expensive.
Oh,
For
really?
actually, I pay $2,000 for my kids a month
Oh
for
my.
the academy, a private academy.
A month?
A month.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
it's a big money.
I will
Uh,
just teach my daughter.
yes.
My gosh, $2,000. So
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's why it's very difficult to live in Korea, and then
Korea. Mm.
singles don't want to get married because
Yes,
they
right.
know how much money they had to prepare for their house and then for
Mm.
their kids' education and keep
Education.
their, yeah,
Right.
uh,
Yes.
living life. Yeah.
Right. That's really hard, actually.
Yes, right.
Yes. Okay. What is the next article?
Okay, for the next article, okay, let me check.
Hmm.
Shoot. Okay. What about the number
Number
891?
891.
One.
Page 5. 8. No, no. Page 6.
Yeah, so,
891.
yeah, 891. So
So.
to install speed
Ah,
camera.
okay. All right. Could you please tell me something about this?
Okay. Seoul City will install speed cameras around all school zones in the capital by 2022.
Mm-hmm.
22.
2.
In an effort to ensure the safety of children. The plan comes as the National Assembly is struggling partisan strife and
Mm-hmm.
has failed to pass a relevant bill regarding speed cameras and traffic lights in all designated child protection zones. The Seoul Metropolitan Government has allocated 24 billion won, $20.21 million to install 600 speed cameras in 527 zones near elementary schools that do not have any by 2022. Child protection zones are areas designated to protect children from the possibility of traffic accidents, and roads around kindergarten, elementary schools, daycare centers, and private institutes can be designated as such. Drivers are obliged to maintain a speed under 30 kilometers per hour in the zones, but
Mm-hmm.
violators often go unpunished as most zones do not have cameras. There are 1,721 child protection zones in the capital. Among them, 606 are school zones around elementary schools, and only 13% of them have CCTVs installed. The city will also install additional cameras to crack down on illegal parking and stopping in all school zones by 2022. Currently, only 301 school zones have the cameras installed. According to the city, there were 440 traffic accidents in school protection zones between 2014 and 2018, leaving six dead and then 452 others injured. The pending bill at the Assembly was named after one of such victims, Kim Min-sik, a 9-year-old boy who was killed by a speeding car within the school zone in Asan, South Chungcheong Province in September. Seoul City will take the initiative to prevent tragedy like Kim Min-sik's case from recurring, Seoul Mayor Park Won-soon said in a statement. That's all.
Mhm. Right, yes. Oh, I heard
Yeah,
about this. Yes, as
yeah.
well. Okay. Any questions about the vocabulary?
No, everything's okay.
Okay. So when will the Seoul City install speed cameras around all school zones?
Seoul City will install speed cameras around all school zones in the capital by 2022.
Okay. So after 2 years from now.
Yes, right.
Right. Okay. And how much was allocated for the installation of speed camera?
The speed cameras is for speed cameras. The school metropolitan government has allocated 24 billion won,
Wow.
$20.21 million to install 600 speed cameras in 527 zones.
Wow. And how many traffic accidents happened between 2014 and 2018?
Okay. There, according to the city, there are 440 traffic accidents in children protection zones between 2014 to 2018, leaving six
Mhm.
dead and then 452 others injured.
Mhm. Have you heard about those accidents?
Oh, yes, right. I heard about those
Oh.
accidents, and then actually last end of last year, early this year, the
Mhm.
assembly passed a new law about the victim Kim Min Sik, so they call that
Oh.
Kim Min Sik law.
Oh, I see. That's
So
why.
yeah, the government
Mhm.
will install lots of CCTVs, and then they will enhance the traffic law around the school
Mhm.
area. But
I see.
yeah, for me, sometimes the school area speed limit is less than 25 miles in
Mhm.
30 kilometers per hour. That means if you are a driver, do you drive?
No.
Then if you are a driver, the limit 30 kilometers per hour
Per
is a
hour.
very slow speed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I saw that.
sometimes you feel very annoyed if you keep the speed.
I
But
see.
yeah, it's more important to keep the children's safety.
Yes, right. So how about you? Do you drive 30 kilometers per hour there?
Yeah, I try to keep the speed limit because when I drive, I usually turn on my GPS and then navigator. So
Uh-huh.
it works if I exceed the speed limit.
Mm-hmm. I see, right. Yeah, I actually experienced that with when I tried to have a lift, yes,
Yeah,
with my sister-in-law's car. I feel like
yeah,
it's very slow. So when I look at it, wow. Oh my gosh, it's 30 kilometers. It's even less than sometimes because she is still practicing.
Yes,
She's
right.
not a very good driver. That's
Yeah,
why.
actually, lots of drivers are more cautious not to violate traffic law and then try
Mhm.
not to hurt pedestrians. But
Mm.
some drivers they don't follow the rules and then they don't
Mm.
consider the speed rate. So sometimes
Mm.
when I drive, some drivers change the lane without any signal, or
Oh.
they try to warn me to make their room.
Mhm. Wow.
So I agree with the new law to
Mhm.
much stronger and stricter rules to punish
Mm.
them.
Right. But the good thing in Korea is that your penalty is automatic. Once you are catched by the camera,
Yeah,
the
by
penalty will be
camera
sent.
and also policemen also catch them
Oh,
when they find
I
the
see.
violation on the street.
I see. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, because here in the Philippines, if the policeman didn't see you, it's
Yeah.
okay. You're not
Yes,
going to
right.
pay.
So
Right.
I also drove in America, yeah, 10
Mhm.
years ago. The America's traffic law is much stricter.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, right. Once you find the pedestrians on the road, even there is no traffic signal,
Mhm.
then you should stop first and then let the
Oh,
pedestrian cross the road.
I
So
see.
they
I
make
got you.
them much safer. But uh, uh, still in Korea, car is
Mhm.
fast, more important than pedestrian human.
Oh, yeah.
So even though you saw some people
Mhm.
waiting for the traffic signal or they want to cross the road,
Mhm.
the car just ignore the people and
Oh
then
my
move fast.
gosh. It's so hard to cross then in Korea.
Yes.
Right.
But
I
once
see.
you go to Vietnam or China,
Mhm.
the road is more chaos.
All right.
There,
Yeah.
even though they have lots of traffic, rain, and then traffic lights, they
Mhm.
just ignore.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Vietnam and Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand. Motorcycles.
Yeah, motorcycles, they don't
Oh,
follow the signals ever.
right. So
And
scary.
looks very, yes, scary and risky. And when I
Mhm.
visited Vietnam last month, and then I saw several traffic accidents on the road
Oh
by
my
the,
gosh.
yeah, by the bike.
Ah, that one, motorcycle. Yeah,
Yeah,
usually, yes, even here in the Philippines, most accidents is because of the motorcycle.
yeah.
Yes, as well. I see. So, can
Okay.
you give some common traffic violations in your country and the corresponding punishment for each of it?
Common traffic violation is speed limit,
Mhm.
yeah, exit speed limit, and then ignore the traffic signal. And for
Oh.
also some people, yeah, drunken driving is also very common.
Ah.
Even though government
Mm-hmm.
enhance and strict make the stricter rule,
Mm-hmm.
but also lots of people yeah, do the
I see.
drunken driving.
Oh, what's the punishment for that?
If you caught 2 times, you will cancel your driver's license, and then if you
Hmm.
caught once, it will hold for 7 months.
I
And then
see.
yeah, the policeman check your alcohol rate.
Mm-hmm.
So if the alcohol rate is much higher than their standard, then you will get canceled your driver's license at once.
Oh, immediately. Ah, that is the reason why there are a lot of service in Korea, like driving service,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yes,
Yeah, some
right.
you will call
Yeah,
someone
we
to
call
drive
that.
you home.
Yeah, driving
Mm.
service. Yeah.
I see because of that. Yes. And can you drive? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What do you think is the hardest thing to master during driving lessons?
Driving lesson, hardest
Yeah.
thing is mm, parking. Actually,
A
parking is the
parking.
most yeah, difficult thing, especially for women. I heard
Mm-hmm.
the structure of the brain between
Mm-hmm.
men and women is different. So
Oh.
usually women can park very well.
Oh, really?
Yes, right. The it's
Ah.
naturally the women could
Ah.
recognize their environment or around their structure,
Mm-hmm.
and they are developed emotionally, women. But for
Uh-huh.
yeah, mathematically they couldn't calculate
All
the
right.
space and then how
Mm.
much they handle or how much they make some angle for their parking.
I see. That's why it's really hard.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
especially these days that, parking spaces are just so small because of,
Yes, right.
yeah, parking spaces problem. I heard a
Okay.
lot of
Yeah.
people say parking is really the
Yes.
hardest.
Okay.
Yes.
So see you later.
All
Yes.
right. I'll see you later again. Bye for
Okay. Bye bye.
now. All
Yes.
right.